South32 share price has taken a knock. That's after the global miner disappointed the market with a production update. Amongst the insights, the company reported a 35% drop in half-year metallurgical coal production and a 17% fall in payable copper output. Pancan Resources has had a good first half. In an operating update, the miner says it's benefited from a higher gold price, increased production and lower costs. The firm added that its MDR project construction is on time and within budget, and the commissioning of further renewable energy generating capacity is on schedule. CEO Kobus Lutz says this performance is excellent and positions the group well to deliver on its guidance for the full year. More detail on the company's operations as well as its balance sheet performance will be made available when the miner opens its books on the 14th of February. Datatec is growing. The firm's subsidiary Westcon Comstore has acquired Rebura. The company is an award-winning Amazon Web Services advanced consulting partner and solution provider. Datatec CEO James Montanana says the deal will significantly bolster Westcon Comstore's expertise and specialization in cybersecurity. A price tag for the transaction has not been revealed, but the purchase will be settled in cash from existing resources. Not one poultry farm has been given the go-ahead for vaccination against avian influenza. That's even as the industry has applied for permission and feels it's urgently needed. South Africa experienced its worst bird flu outbreak last year, and both Quantum and Astral posted financial losses as a result. The industry desperately wants vaccines to prevent new infections and a similar situation from taking hold. But applications haven't been approved because the industry and government disagree over the protocol to implement the vaccines and are also at loggerheads over how to manage the disease. Discussions between the industry and the state are ongoing. And South African banks have the capacity to absorb more of the state's ballooning debt pile. That's according to S&P Global. The ratings agency says lenders can do this thanks to their liquid balance sheets and positive yields in real terms. Currently, the exposure of banks to government debt sits at 15% of the sector's total assets. This is a sharp rise from 2015 when exposure was less than 10%. Afrimat is soon to cement its acquisition of Lafarge South Africa. The construction materials group says it's met several conditions of the transaction. These include approval from the Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy, as well as the green light from competition authorities in Botswana and Eswatini. The deal now needs to be given the go-ahead by South Africa's Competition Tribunal. The Competition Commission has okayed the transaction, but the tribunal still needs to give its stamp of approval. Lewoka, meanwhile, has parted ways with Anglo Platinum. The miner says Lewoka has resigned from her position as a non-executive director of the company and the board committee she serves on with immediate effect. That's to attend to her health and the questions she has been facing related to her academic qualifications. Further afield, the U.S. aviation watchdog on Sunday recommended airlines operating Boeing 737-900ER jets inspect door plugs to ensure they are properly secured after some operators reported unspecified issues with bolts upon inspections. Here's more detail in this package report.
More trouble for Boeing after U.S. watchdogs warned airlines late Sunday to check for loose parts on another model. The recommendation comes after some operators of the 737-900ER reported unspecified issues with bolts during inspections. It has the same optional door plug design as the newer 737 MAX 9, the model used by Alaska Airlines when it suffered a mid-air blowout earlier this month. That led to the Federal Aviation Administration grounding 171 MAX 9 planes for safety checks. In an alert about the 737-900ER, the FAA said some airlines, quote, noted findings with bolts during additional maintenance checks. It recommended air carriers operating that model inspect their planes, specifically the 4 bolts used to secure the door plug to the airframe, as soon as possible. However, it added that the door plug has not been an issue with this model. A Boeing spokesperson said in an email, quote, "We fully support the FAA and our customers in this action." Boeing first delivered the 737-900ER in 2007 and the last one in 2019. As for the MAX 9, the FAA said on Sunday the jets will remain grounded until it, quote, "is satisfied they are safe to return to service."